Alright guys, so as it seems like we will be having a mini update right in the middle of the current Haunted Wheel season and before the next Black Friday season. This mini update, which will arrive the 4th of November this year, will introduce two new surprise cars which will no longer be available by tokens for the general public, and a few graphic changes which I'm sure many of you guys will be happy to see. So with nothing else to add, let's get into it. Okay, so the first card of the update is the Pininfarina Ninofarina, which will be available through a time-limited event only later in the current Haunted Wheel season. This card won't have any packs available by tokens, which I think it's worth noting since we will only be able to obtain this card blueprints by paying real money through offers in the shop and the Gameloft Club. And by the way, performance-wise, it's basically the same as the Pininfarina Batista, it's just that this Ninofarina edition will be introduced as an A-class card, which obviously makes it a quite interesting card that I doubt I will ever get the chance to own at max stars. Then we have the Rymak Nevera Time Attack, which is basically a clone of the Rymak Nevera, just that 20 km per hour slower, and it will be available in the Black Friday season through two separate time-limited events. It's a key card as it seems like, and we will have the chance to get some blueprints in the Legends Pass as well. Once again, it's worth noting that this card won't have any kind of token packs, so if you want to max this one, you will have to spend real money in order to get the bundles required to obtain enough blueprints. I will give you guys my honest opinion about both cards at the end of this video. However, the bright side of this update though is that some fixes regarding hardware consumption will be implemented, as well as some graphic options which will be available on Android and iOS devices after so many years. This way, Android users will be able to adjust the visual quality, frame rate, bloom, God rays and shadows resolution, while iOS players will also have the chance to adjust all the things I have just mentioned and also the depth of field. Some extra settings will be implemented for Windows users as well, but those will be less important considering how we had more settings to begin with. So there is nothing else really, but now I will give you my honest opinion about this. The fact that Gameloft watches my video is no surprise to anyone. It was obviously a matter of time before they made sure I wouldn't be able to use the tokens I paid for in order to keep building my garage through the next 2 years. Hence why they came up with this strategy. Obviously they aren't doing this because of me, but their goals are clear. Now that everyone has the same prices, they really want to try and milk the game on every single possible way, even if that means adding cards which are literal copies of other cards that we already had, because come on, if you put the Pininfarina Batista stats next to the Pininfarina Ninofarina edition ones, you can clearly see it's just a copy. It's the same card, just that more broken by the fact that it's an A-class card. And same goes to the new Rymak Nevera, which is basically the exact same card, just that with a different decal. Instead of adding decals, they make sure to block players even more by releasing those cards that less people will buy, because I can already see the prices they will set, and rest assured guys that they won't be cheap, considering the class and the stats these clones have. So they are just following the Asphalt 8 path step by step. In no time, I guess that Asphalt Legends Unite will end up having a ton of similar cards that, unless you own them all, will just be an obstacle in order to unlock newer and actually capable cards. I will be honest guys, I might have bought my tokens at a cheaper price, but still I spent well over €1,000 on them, and now I don't think they are worth it anymore. So I guess I will just take it easy and see how far I can go, or you know, I might quit the game completely, who knows. At the end, you guys need to be aware, in case you weren't yet, that Gameloft always wins. It was a pleasure, but now I do really feel like my trip on this game is coming closer and closer to the end. It was about time, you see? So now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, make sure to subscribe in order to not to miss absolutely anything about Asphalt Legends Unite, and I will see you really soon, as usual, with much more content, or maybe not. Goodbye guys.